Welcome to Orlando Attractions Magazine, the show.
This week we're getting up close and personal with penguins.
Not only that, but we're also making waves with some blue men at the Orlando Science Center.
As always, we've got theme park news, travel tips, a new giveaway, and more coming at you. And it's all happening right now. This week's show is brought to you by Theme Park Connection, where you can buy, sell, and trade Disney items. Visit their warehouse here in Winter Garden or online at themeparkconnection.com.
Mouse Fan Travel is our preferred travel agent for theme parks, cruises, and exotic destinations. For a free quote with no obligation, visit mousefantravel.com.
Undercover Tourist is our recommended supplier of online discount tickets to all of Orlando's best attractions. For the best deals and planning tips, run to undercovertourist.com. Welcome to this week's episode of the show. I'm Banks.
And I'm JeniLynn.
Now, I heard you had quite the weekend.
Oh, I did. I went to Vinoy Park in Tampa, and then I also went to the Central Florida Fairgrounds here in Orlando for 2 days of the Warp Tour.
The Vans Warp Tour, yeah.
Yes, where I saw Biebs and her Moneymakers,
Perfect,
as
good.
well as their sponsors, Ripley's Believe It or Not, totally a highlight for me.
Good.
It was such an interesting experience, and they had this thing called reverse daycare.
Reverse daycare? What?
Yes, I highly recommend it for any parents that attend these events with their teens. It was great. So you know how normally you put kids in daycare
Right.
so that adults can go do whatever they want? Well, this is the opposite. They had this huge tent in the middle of this very big event full of young people where parents could go in and sit down in this. It had this like air conditioned unit in the tent. Sit down, relax. They gave out free drinks, free little treats, and there were chairs to sit on, and you could watch none other than The Breakfast Club.
Nice.
Which is a movie from the generation of us parents. So I definitely took advantage of that tent, even though my kids weren't with me, and it was fun.
That's hysterical. It sounds like they thought of everything. Well, Warp Tour has come and gone, but a lot still remains. How about we jump over to News in the Queue and talk about all that?
Well, as Mary Poppins would say, if we must, we must. Well, this week, Arabian Nights makes our headlines. In honor of their 25th anniversary, they have launched a new show. It's called The Royal Celebration, and the story provides a new twist on an ancient tale about the majestic Arabian horses.
The tale sees two rival tribes come together through the arranged marriage of royalty, complete with an array of horsemanship from around the world.
The new show highlights all styles of riding, including circus acrobatic riders and other rarely seen specialty riding techniques.
Now watch for our report from Arabian Nights in a future episode of the show. I've never been to Arabian Nights. I've never seen a show there, so this will be perfect for me to go out and celebrate their 25th anniversary by seeing a show for the first time there. And it sounds like this is going to be a grand show.
It does. Well, can't wait for that full report.
Yes. Now how about we ride over to the latest news coming from the D23 Expo. The Disney website shares that the Expo will offer a peek at new attractions based on Star Wars. We knew this was coming.
Yep, there's uncertainty about what these new attractions will be, but hopes are high that there might be a model of a new Star Wars land that's rumored for Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Ooh, crossing my fingers for that. Now, what is certain is that there will be peeks of Disney Springs and teasers for new attractions based on Avatar for Disney's Animal
Yes,
Kingdom.
that's still in the works. It's coming.
It's coming.
Now, you would think that any news of Star Wars would be what hijacks D23, but it's simply not the case. Dr. Doofenshmirtz from Phineas and Ferb is primed to take over the Expo and the tri-state area, of course, with his Waffle-inator. Yes, the Waffle-inator Challenge is an interactive game combining physical and digital worlds. It will be an ongoing battle between Agent P and Dr. Doof over the 3 days of the Expo.
The Waffle-inator! That's my horrible Dr. Doof impression. I'm sorry, Dan Povmeyer. The Waffle-inator is depicted in a highly anticipated Phineas and Ferb episode to air on August 16th that teams the precocious siblings with Marvel superheroes to defeat Marvel supervillains and Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
We're seeing the Marvel characters come in here.
I love Phineas and Ferb. I'm a huge fan of the show. Recently had a binge on Netflix watching every single episode. And
Wow.
and I'm very excited to see this Marvel crossover. And this has been in the works for a long time. And they also announced at Comic-Con they're doing a Star Wars crossover with Phineas and
wow.
Ferb. So a lot of fun stuff, and I'm excited to try out this Waffleinator.
Well, I think it's good that we are seeing the Marvel characters finally come into Disney in some area other than the merchandise.
Right, exactly. Now, Doofenshmirtz may be showing off his latest weapon of destruction at D23, but Disney is also showing a new line of dresses inspired by Disney's iconic princesses.
Ooh. Designers such as Versace, Roberto Cavalli, Valentino, and Oscar de la Renta have thrown their talents towards this project.
Now, in other D23 Expo news, and in anticipation of the movie release Saving Mr. Banks, Disney archivist Dave Smith will be hosting behind the scenes of Walt Disney's Mary Poppins.
But what about things that never made it at all? Also at the Expo, Disney music historian Randy Thornton will be revealing some of the secrets behind Disney's lost songs written for classic Disney films.
If you're planning on being at the Expo, be sure to stop by the Attractions Magazine table in the Collectors Forum and say hello. And if you're not going to be at the Expo, don't worry. We'll be there covering all the news for you. Just follow us along on our Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and website. Plus, our August 15th episode of the show will be filmed live at the Expo. It's going to be a grand episode.
I can't wait. Now, moving from sentimental to scary, Universal has announced its third house for the upcoming Halloween Horror Nights.
What is it?
The Walking Dead will be coming back, but this year's house is based on season 3.
Yeah, guests will be placed in the West Georgia Correctional Facility and the Walker-infested wilderness until they come upon the seemingly utopian town of Woodbury.
The Walking Dead theme has proved so popular that Universal has decided to expand it into every scare zone. For the first time in Halloween Horror Nights history, a singular theme will comprise every scare zone in the park.
Yeah, the scare zones will be themed around each season of the show, and I'm very excited. I love The Walking Dead. It's such a good show on AMC. Loved The Maze last year, so I'm excited to see a sequel, basically, of sorts, and explore the season 3 sets.
Yes, and I have to say, I kind of like this idea that they're making all the scare zones the same characters. And as you know, last year was my only year, so this is the only thing that I have to base it on. But the zombies that were around the Walking Dead house/maze were the best ones out on the street. So it makes sense that they would pick them to go throughout the park.
I will say I'm very happy they're going back to static scare zones this year. I was not really a fan last year of the roaming hordes of people walking around. You would see them and you'd be able to just kind of walk around them, and I rarely ever got chased or scared by anyone.
You weren't quite as scared.
Yeah, so I feel, going back to the static will be a good thing, very good thing. And then each one having different seasons and like sets from the show, it's gonna be pretty cool.
Okay, I guess I'll see what the difference is this year.
My hat is off to Universal for its execution thus far of its Halloween Horror Nights campaign, but Disney is saluting a different subject for a different reason. Disney parks on both coasts are treating America's military personnel with special pricing through September 2014.
That's right. The ticket and hotel options are varied, so for all the details, you're going to need to see our blog at attractionsmagazine.com.
This is always a good thing to salute our military people.
Absolutely. They give so much to our country. Of course, we should give back, and I love that Disney has jumped in, not only here, but also on the West Coast to bring this special perk to them for all that they do.
Exactly.
This year's American Idol finalists stopped in at Orlando during their tour. Today, August 1st, marks their concert at the Amway Arena, but fans also saw them parading down Hollywood Boulevard yesterday at Disney's Hollywood Studios for the latest limited time magic campaign.
Back since American Idol opened, they used to, every time there was a new winner was crowned, the next Monday they would be here doing their own little parade and show, making an appearance. And they didn't do that this year, but I'm glad to see that they're doing this for the tour, where they're going to have not just the winner, but other finalists as well there. Maybe they'll make a special appearance in the show itself.
It's possibly the most limited of the limited time magic, since
Yeah,
it's
'cause
only
it's
the one day.
one parade.
You got one day to hit this one.
Well, if you missed it, you missed it, so sorry. It's true that the American Idol finalists are on tour, but they aren't the only ones. Michelle Obama is heading up a tour of her own. The Move It Movement Tour is gearing up, and Legoland Florida and Cartoon Network have joined the First Lady in her attempt to help fight childhood obesity. 200 members from the Boys and Girls Clubs of America will attend an opening ceremony for the campaign on August 14th at Legoland, Florida.
The traveling initiative targets kids ages 6 to 14 and features activity and learning stations. Some of them involve challenges related to the games of basketball, golf, football, soccer, and skateboarding. Other educate in areas of nutrition.
I definitely think this is a great event for kids. I grew up obese. I know what it was like, and we didn't really have these kind of fun initiatives. I mean, we had the President's Challenge with Clinton, but that's all I remember. We didn't have these cool little events where we could do this, and I think this is a great thing for kids these days to really get motivated into exercising.
I agree,
eating right.
and it's good to see, you know, the First Lady being so involved with it. You know, a couple years back, she came to Disney and was involved a little bit with their campaign, The Magic of Healthy Living, and you know, to now see her teaming up with Legoland and Cartoon Network, it's good to see her just kind of pushing through and staying focused and keeping on track.
Exactly.
Now, it's always good to bring about change, and next year will mark a big change at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Disney has announced that the popular Festival of the Lion King show is moving to a new location. We believe this is being done in preparation for the planned Avatar area.
The new theater will be located to the west of Harambe Village in Africa, right behind Tusker House Restaurant. There is no word if the show will experience any downtime during the move.
Let's hope not.
I hope not, because it's a great show.
Then the new Avatar area is expected to be completed around 2017. Oh, so far off.
Yeah.
But more details are expected to be announced this month at the D23 Expo.
I was always worried because I knew when, you know, Avatar was announced and the rumors were circulating that it might go into Camp Mini Mickey. I always worried. That's where Festival of the Lion King is. What are they going to do with that show? It's such a popular show. Like, they can't get rid of that show.
I guess they're holding on to it.
I'm so glad that they are. And honestly, it makes more sense for it to be in Africa.
Yes.
Judging because of the story.
It does.
So it'll be great. I would like to maybe I hope the new theater maybe adds more seating, because that'd be great to bring in bigger crowds. But from what I've heard and read online, the show itself is not changing at all. It's still going to be the same show we all know and love, just a new location.
Sounds good to me.
This week's Hidden Mickey is in Disney's Animal Kingdom, in Dinoland USA, in the parking spaces across from Triceratops Spin. A classic Mickey can be found in the cement at the front of the second parking space from the horned dinosaur. It's made of cracks in the cement. It's a great hidden Mickey.
Join us at Downtown Disney Splitsville at 11 a.m. on Thursday, September 12th to have fun for Give Kids the World. For just $25, you'll be helping children with life-threatening illnesses vacation in Orlando. Plus, you'll get food, drinks, and fun. Enter the 50s themed costume contest, cheer on your favorite theme park fan websites in the Blogger Bowl, and bid in the silent auction. Visit tinyurl.com/Blogger Bowl to purchase your tickets and donate to your favorite team. Are you ready for an encounter of the penguin kind?
Who isn't ready for an encounter of that kind? Those birds are so cute.
Well, that's what we thought here at the show, and this week we were able to give you a glimpse of a tour that takes you behind the scenes of SeaWorld's Antarctica exhibit. Here we got to learn from the experts what kind of care has to be given to these unique birds.
Don't forget the part where you actually get to pet a penguin.
Thanks. Shh, no spoilers.
But our species, we have the king, which is the largest egg there, the rockhopper, which is the smallest in front of it, the Adelie is at the back middle, and the Gentoo, the back right for you guys. So we have all 4 of those species that are in there. Again, breeding season starts about next month. But that's when we will, or I guess 2 months from now, we'll give them some raised floor pieces, they're rookery pieces, and some rocks to build their nests on. So that way we can still hose around their nests and try to keep their eggs and chicks from getting too wet. And then the last egg that's in there are the Magellanic eggs. So we have 14 Magellanics. They're actually a warmer weather species. They are found in South America, and they're our ambassador birds. So if you guys ever see on the different talk shows or hear about us traveling to schools or going out to different events, those are the Magellanics that we use. Since they prefer temperatures between the mid-50s to low 70s, they seem to be comfortable. So they're the ones that go out and about. So those eggs are in there as well. Our fish comes to us frozen, and it's thawed out right before we give it to them. So we thaw it about half of it in the morning, starting at 5:30, and then the other half a little bit later on in the afternoon. So the flats of fish go in the sink. We run cold water over it to finish thawing it out before we bucket it and give it any vitamins if we needed to do that. This is our slow thaw cooler. On the rack there is all of the fish that is thawing out or starting to thaw out for tomorrow. Right now we're at approximately 300 pounds of fish a day. On the cart there is the remainder of today's food that's already been thawed out and bucketed.
1 second, so I think we'll probably bring it out here.
So I will bring over one that I know is good with people. You don't want to reach over the gate and touch just anybody, because they might be curious, but they might not be nice. Come on in here. bigger pictures with. And then we'll go from there. And we're going to do two. So that way everyone can come this tiny little bit. I am smiling. So we would say he's halfway fledged right now. But yeah, he's got most of his downy baby feathers have already kind of fallen out, been pushed out by his adult feathers. Once we get all the adult feathers in, we'll pull a few feathers out and send them off to a laboratory for DNA testing. And that's the only way that we can tell who our boys and who our girls are. We've got Mom and Dad walking over right now to check things out and make sure that you guys are going okay. Neptune hatched out the beginning of February. This is Foster. He's a few years old. See over there. No, Foster. No, Foster. Stop. They get very jealous. You get very jealous, huh? There we go. Good job. It's so soft, isn't it? You can like barely even feel that it's there. So soft. You're gonna talk again? Do it again. Do it real loud. You gonna talk? There we go. Good job, baby. Oh, you're gonna talk. He says I can talk too. Good job. You see the snow machines up in the ceiling? We have 5 of those. When they're on 24 hours a day, they drop pounds of snow in 24 hours. So potentially we have 20,000 pounds of snow in the habitat each day. They're on timers right now. We don't need quite the full amount. But as you can see, many of the penguins enjoy standing right underneath it to get snow on. Not around. One of the people who are scared is the person that happens to be interviewed by a newspaper.
I think I called the news station. I wasn't scared until I realized that the news station was being very, very bad. So I think it was okay.
So this is the
So you really collect.
yeah. So right now, I know kind of about it already. So we're gonna.
The next time you plan a Disney vacation, book with a travel agency that's been specifically designated as an authorized Disney vacation planner. Unlike some other agencies, many of our agents' exclusive knowledge of Walt Disney World can help you get the most out of your vacation. And the assistance of our travel professionals can help you get a customized Disney vacation that's just right for you, your family, and your budget. Start planning your magical vacation today by visiting mousefantravel.com.
Summer is on its last leg, but the water parks are still in season. Here's something to keep in mind when braving those attractions. The wave pools have quite a bit of pull once they kick in at full force. For this reason, they're especially talented at loosening watches and stripping jewelry. It's also very common to discover pockets have been picked by the not-so-gentle pushing of the waves. So before wading into those waters, remove everything and anything except your swimsuit, and make sure that you do your best to not lose that.
Summer is here! Don't pay full price for your theme park admission tickets. Undercover Tourist ships the exact same tickets straight to your door for less than gate price. All tickets are new, authentic, and backed by one of the best refund policies. Add on your car rental to save up to 50% on your vacation package. Find the best day to visit each park along with other insider tips and planning tools at undercovertourist.com. Visit undercovertourist.com and buy your tickets today.
Now, over at the Orlando Science Center, there is an exhibit sponsored by the Blue Man Group. It's designed to bring together science and art.
This multi-sensory exploration into the science of sound also indulges the eyes. We thought you might want to check out this unique experience.
So in preparation for the next workshop on August 17th, we sent Blue Man fan Chris out to show you the summer-long exhibit and the latest workshop.
What did he see or hear? See and hear? Did they throw in any other elements of the senses? I mean, it's called a multi-sensory exploration after all, and
Spoilers.
Hi, my name is Christopher, and I am here at the Orlando Science Center, home of the Blue Man Group exhibit, Making Waves. It's all about the science of sound. Come with me, let's go see what's inside. So we are at the Feel It, See It, and Touch It exhibit. This drum right here, you can actually feel the vibrations coming from the drum right above here. This one right here in the middle, if you turn this knob right here, you can actually see it vibrating. And then if you come with me, come right over here, you can place your hand right here, you can actually feel all the vibrations from inside the drum right here, coming up all through your hand. Here at the exhibit, you can even play some of the tubes that they use in the actual show. I'm going to attempt to play Mary Had a Little Lamb. It's not going to be pretty, I promise you. I think I got it right. Do you think I'm ready to be a Blue Man yet? I am here with Kevin, who is one of the drummers in the band for Blue Man Group. I'm also here with Anthony, who's one of the performers playing as the Blue Man. So tell me, gentlemen, what are you doing here at the Orlando Science Center?
Today we are here performing with a workshop with children ages 3 to 11, teaching them all about music and rhythms.
Very nice. Very
Yeah, and it's in support of the Making Waves exhibit, the Blue Man Group Making Waves exhibit that's here at the Orlando Science Center through the end of the summer.
So tell me, gentlemen, science and music, how does it combine? How does it together? Like, how does it work?
It's very fascinating. Because of science and sound waves and everything, music is kind of tied together, and we're here to demonstrate those things, how how to make sound, how to count rhythms, and how to make a song all together with it.
If we can all play our rhythm together, we're going to be able to play some really cool music, okay? Does that sound like fun? One and two and three and four. You see that? There you go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try to play our rhythm together and see if we can come together with a song, okay? So, I'm going to give you the tempo, which means I'm going to give you the beat, ladies and gentlemen. So you have to stay with me. There we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. You are playing our
can you tell us a little bit more about the exhibit? What can children find inside the exhibit?
There's lots of really neat hands-on parts where you can actually feel vibrations in a drum. You can see how waves are moving through, that particular dynamic. There's a whole exhibit on the PVC instruments where there's song charts. You can play along, color-coded PVC instruments.
Yeah.
That's really cool because you could actually become a blue man for that
yeah,
time.
There's a few of the, we have the drum bone, which is one of the instruments, which is actually pictured on the wall behind us. The drum bone is one of the instruments that's inside the exhibit as well that you can play with. And what's cool about that is, like the PVC instrument, you can actually extend a part of it to make a lower note, like a slide on a trombone. And then there's some other interesting things dealing with sound and how sound travels. And it's hands-on, like kids. I've been to the exhibit at a couple different museums now, and watching the kids from all around the country play with it is amazing. And the adults. Actually, I think the parents like it maybe even a little bit more than the kids. It's a lot of fun.
It's time to shake that freaking muffin. It's time to break that turkey stuffing. Let your smile roll down loose and put some use in your caboose. Wiggle that rump. It's time to jiggle that jump. Dance to the beat that the DJ cuts. There's no miss, no ends.
Well, there's no surprise here. It's time for our weekly giveaway.
Yes, last week we asked you to tell us where you could hear this sound clip.
I would have enjoyed this interview a lot more if I had gotten my cup of coffee!
For this special contest, we had 10 winners of the Wake Up with Disney app. Our winners this week will be sent an email very, very soon, so if you're one of them, watch your emails. The special code to download the app will be included. You all correctly guessed that the sound is from Brendan Fraser at the end of Revenge of the Mummy at Universal Studios Florida.
Now for this week's challenge, we want you to tell us where fans will be able to find our table at the D23 Expo.
Yes, we mentioned it earlier in the show, or you can download the free D23 Expo app on the App Store. When you send in your answer, you might be picked at random to receive this prize package provided by Theme Park Connection. We've got 3 Blu-rays. We've got Disney Pixar's latest film from last year, Brave, Cinderella on Blu-ray, and The Lion King. All include Blu-ray and a DVD.
It's pretty nice. Now you're going to send in your answer by email to info@attractionsmagazine.com. You must include your full name and address, and we need it all by the end of next Sunday, August 4th, 2013. As always, keep in mind that you can only enter once per week, and you can only win once per year.
Well, it is time to say hello to those of you who write to us, and Jason and Tony from Plymouth, England are first. They are headed out here in a couple of months for their 5th Halloween Horror Nights. It's so good to hear. With all the announcements Universal has been making, we've no doubt this year will be a great one to attend.
One that we're looking forward to.
Oh, yeah.
Next up is YouTube viewer Zion Fenwick. He just started leaving us comments on our YouTube channel. It's good to hear from you, Zion. Keep watching and let us know if there's anything in particular that you would like to see.
Michael Pooley took the time to send us a picture of his cat watching a recent episode of the show.
Oh, it's really cute.
Thank you, Mike. It is really cute, and you're getting to see it right now. We got a kick out of that, and we hope you and Linda have a great time on your upcoming trip to Orlando. We have no doubt that you'll have the fun you are hoping for.
And our last shout out goes to Stephanie Morehouse, who works the Test Track attraction in Epcot. Stephanie, your cousin Jake is so proud of your progress in Disney's college program. Buckle up your seatbelt because it looks like you're going places.
Stephanie, I might be coming over to get some design tips from you very soon. Finally, we want to thank Mouse Fan Travel. Let them plan your next trip, whether by land or sea. For a free quote without obligation, visit mousefantravel.com.
And much thanks to Theme Park Connection, where you can buy, sell, and trade theme park items. Visit the warehouse here in Winter Garden or online at themeparkconnection.com.
We are also thankful to Undercover Tourist, our recommended supplier of discount tickets to Orlando's attractions. For more information, visit undercovertourist.com.
Please let all of our sponsors know you appreciate them because we couldn't have a show without them.
Exactly. Also, don't forget, you can watch the show each and every week on YouTube, iTunes, and on Bright House Cable.
You can also like us on Facebook, and we hope that you'll follow us on Twitter as well.
Not to be forgotten, there's always attractionsmagazine.com for news and videos throughout the week, as well as the magazine itself. It's available in print, on the Nook, online, and in our iPhone and iPad apps. You won't want to miss all the great articles in our new summer issue, so make sure to get your copy and subscription today.
And for everyone who just can't get enough of Orlando Attractions Magazine, we now have lots of merchandise available for purchase online. Simply head over to Zazzle.com/attractions to get your very own Attractions Magazine items. Now it looks like we made it through another episode, Banks.
Yes, we always do.
Well, what do you want to do now?
The same thing that everyone else should do. Try to take over the world. No, sorry, that's a different show. No, we need to pack up for the D23 Expo, and we need to get out there and have fun.
Secret blooper of the week.
For the first time in HHN history, a singular theme will come We thought that you might check out...
Are you seeing?
Well, no
surprise.
No, what?
Surprise.
You just took my line.
Surprise. Surprise. Surprise.
Let's forget that idea.
Yeah, let's just go. Let's go.